Hey guys, in today's new video I am reacting to your popular opinions about Halloween that you disagree with. If you're interested, then keep on watching because some of you guys had some opinions. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Halloween Happy, where Halloween is more than just once a year. If you are new here, my name is Sam. Here we celebrate Halloween every single day, and I share with you guys how I bring Halloween into my everyday life. I feel like I'm a little sick today. My asthma is a little, well, the asthma is always bothering me, so there's gonna be a lot of wheezing, but I will do my best to cut it out. Wearing a pumpkin season sweatshirt. Shared this in my last thrift spooky haul. If you haven't watched it, I will attach a little card up here so you can click that on your way out after this video. I'm trying to embrace wearing sweaters, wearing sweatshirts, long sleeve tees before we are in full spring season. Let me know how your weather's been. It's been going back to cold. We get a little warm weather, but I feel like that's just spring in general. It kind of reminds me of Kansas weather. If any of you guys are from Kansas, shout out to you. One day it's warm, the next day it's raining, the next day it's winter. Yes, I am one of those little pumpkin bitches that cannot wait until it's pumpkin season. So if you are here to try to ruin my vibe, just don't. We don't need it. Let us enjoy what we want to enjoy. And if that's all things pumpkin, then it's all things pumpkin. Recently, I had asked you guys on my Instagram and also on my Facebook page, what was a popular Halloween opinion that you didn't agree with? So what I pretty much wanted to know is, what do other people think that's cool about Halloween, or that they like, that you're like, no, it's not. That's not my jam. I am not into glitter, stuff like that. Like, is it unpopular opinion? I don't know. Try to Google unpopular opinion if you do not know what that means, and your head will explode because trust me, I tried to do it. And I was like, is this making sense? So for the most part, you guys knew what I was meaning. Maybe I asked it wrong. So some of these opinions that you're supposed to disagree with, you actually might agree with, but maybe how I worded it on my end. So if I read it, I'm going to try, I might switch it up for you. I might switch up your opinion just so it makes sense for my video. Before we get started today, I wanted to thank the Halloween Happy friends who have recently showed their support for my channel and what I'm trying to do over on Buy Me a Coffee, and that is where you can buy me a coffee. The coffee will go towards my channel. I am currently like in the beginning stages of, sounds so far away, I'm in like the early stages of just the stages that I want to be in. So I wanted to give a quick shout out to these amazing, beautiful supporters who were so kind to purchase me a coffee. If you want to support my channel, the link is in the description box below. You can check that out. But of course, you don't have to. I don't know if I'm gonna keep, how often I will keep up on the video shout outs, if that makes sense, depending on when I reply on the Buy Me a Coffee app versus when I'm filming. Oh man, versus when I'm filming a video, if that makes sense. But I will always reply in the app. So please don't think that I'm unappreciative or that I'm just like, okay, cool. Because I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much for supporting my goals and my dreams and what I want to do. Rachel, I can't remember if I thanked you on my last video, but thank you so much to Rachel for the coffee. Thank you so much to anonymous Halloween Happy friend, whoever you are. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much to Muna. Also, thank you to Gina from Hollywood Haunter. Thank you to Brittany. Thank you to Nicole. Natalie, thank you so much. Erica Z, thank you, Ghoul, and Bree. Thank you so much, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into popular Halloween opinions that you don't agree with. I did say I was gonna keep it anonymous because I feel like, I don't know, by some of the opinions, I feel like some people think that they have to agree with certain Halloween stuff within the Halloween community, or else they think they're gonna be called out, or they might not think that they might be seen as not loving Halloween enough. I don't know. I'm keeping you guys anonymous. The popular opinion here would be Halloween glitter decor. I know that you're either on the side that you don't mind glitter, or you're on the side that where you're like, get off my Halloween decor. I'm right in between. I'm in between. It doesn't need to be on everything, but I do like a little texture of glitter here and there. It gets all over everything, but I kind of like it. I step on a Halloween sequin, right? I'm sitting on the couch looking at my feet and I'm like, oh, little pumpkin sequin. How fun is that? But I totally get it because it's just too much. Like, can you imagine having a room of decor with just glitter everywhere? I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh, that would be so pretty. Like, the light would just be glistening off of it. It would just look like a spooky wonderland. Popular opinion would be that it's evil or means I'm a bad person, which I've unfortunately experienced a lot with my family. Oh, can't tell you how many messages. They're not as much because I just ignore them, but when I started Halloween Happy, people tell me I'm going to hell all the time. They say I'm going to burn. They say I don't deserve to live, all because I'm celebrating Halloween. Like, all because I have a little pumpkin Halloween pillow in my room. Come on now. And that's just people not knowing like the tradition of Halloween and where it came from. It's not evil. It's not bad. So some of these are a little confusing because this person said Halloween should be celebrated every single day in October, not only on the 31st. So do they disagree with that opinion? I mean, because here, of course, like, it's like, yeah, we want to celebrate it every day. We know it's not Halloween every day, but am I gonna try to be my spooky self every day? Yeah, here's one that just because you are all about horror movies, you don't have to like true crime, which I get that. I totally get that. I do like true crime. I love horror. I understand, you know, it's like horror is their movies, where true crime is you're literally hearing about someone's experience. It's a real person somewhere out there that something horrifying has affected their life. I get that you don't like true crime, but you can love horror. I totally get that. So this person, popular opinion would be Hocus Pocus 2. We need it. And this person said, I don't want a Hocus Pocus sequel. You guys know like how it is with sequels. How many movies are there that the sequel is better than the original? We are in the times of sequels, prequels. They see how well Hocus Pocus still continues to do every year, every Halloween. Kind of gets tricky because when you have a sequel of a movie that you have such a nostalgia for, sometimes you can go in with high hopes, but I tend to go in there with just like low hope and just think, you know, I'm gonna take it for whatever it is. But that doesn't make you like a bad person if you're not excited for Hocus Pocus 2. The popular opinion here would be that stores put stuff out too early, meaning Halloween decor. I hate when people are like, it's only summer, stop putting out Halloween decor. And it's like, literally, if I have to see Christmas stuff in July, which I love Christmas, I love that I get to see Christmas decor in July, but why can't I also see Halloween stuff too? It seems like each year before we hit COVID and all of that stuff, we were seeing Halloween decor creep into certain stores. Seems like earlier each year. If people are gonna buy it, like, isn't their goal to make money? So wouldn't they just want to put it out? I feel like more people would buy it. It gets shopped over so quick. You would think that there's someone, okay, I'm getting angry. I'm not getting angry, but I'm just like, what's the problem, everyone? You would think that there would be someone in the business, someone that works there and at the TJ Maxx headquarters, and they can see the spikes in the sales. Like, really, honestly, how much who's buying millions of dollars for Easter decor, for St. Patrick's Day decor, for Valentine's decor? Like, you're telling me they can't see that it's like going like this, like the numbers, but come summer when they put out fall, put out Halloween, you're telling me no one notices the spike in the sales? Like, no one's buying a speckled egg. We all want the fall leaves. We want the faux pumpkins, you know? Who cares if it's out too early? What does it have to do with you? How is it affecting your life? Popular opinion would be that when you say you love Halloween, people automatically assume you mean gore. That's why I love like just Halloween in general. There's so many layers of it. Briefly describe it. There's like home haunters, you have haunted houses, you have scary movies, you have cutesy Halloween, you have spooky Halloween, you have dark Halloween, you have gloomy Halloween, goth Halloween. What else is there? Pastel Halloween. You have whimsical Halloween and decor style, I guess you could say, and like fashion pumpkin and all of that stuff. If any of this is making sense. If you love Halloween, you could show that passion through having a haunted house, making your home into a haunted yard. When I was doing my Halloween parties, anytime anyone would see like anything gory, Halloween food related, they would always share it. They would always tag me, which I took that as a compliment because I'm like, hey, thanks for thinking of me when you saw those bloody weenies. When you saw those bloody witches' fingers to eat. It's just a variety of taste, and that's why I love it. Okay, so here's the popular opinion, and this is going back to Hocus Pocus. Popular opinion is Hocus Pocus is a good movie. And this person says, it's not a good movie. Hope we can still be friends. Even though I watch Hocus Pocus every year, I want to like go into it, analyzing it. Is it a good movie or is it just a nostalgia thing, you know? All right, so this popular opinion is trick-or-treating is just for kids. This person says, I wish trick-or-treating wasn't just for kids. I totally go out as an adult if socially accepted. You know, I wish it was. When I get a house, guys, I'm gonna put a sign, Halloween, and I'm gonna say adults are welcome to trick-or-treat. So you better get your little spooky booty and a costume and come knock on my door. Ooh, here's a good one. Okay, so popular opinion is that the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie on Netflix was great. Have you guys seen this? This is going back to prequels, sequels, and requels, like a remake of, see now I'm confused. A requel, remake of, no, just a requel is a remake. I'm confused, my brain is dead right now. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre, this is a sequel of the original, like the first one? Yes, back in the day. I will say that Leatherface is like really super grimy, super gritty. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre scares me. They're so frightening. The one that I love is, I like the one with Jessica Biel, the remake, and then I also like the sequel to that remake. They're so scary, so gory. I just hold my breath while I watch them. They're remaking these movies to fit into today's time with like social media, using phones, technology, all of that stuff. It is a little hard to, I mean, it could be a little hard to grasp sometimes, but if you put yourself like, oh, well, this would happen, then yeah, it is believable. And it could also be maybe I'm just getting old, so when there's teens that are talking their teen talk, and I'm just like, what is happening? Like, who are we? So with the Texas Chainsaw, the new one on Netflix, let me know if you guys have seen it. Comment down below what you thought. I don't understand Sally. Like, I feel like they saw the huge success that they had with Halloween, Scream now. TCM wants to be a part of that. I just don't know why they kind of did Sally as a Laurie Strode. Like, she had been waiting all this time to get her revenge on Leatherface. Like, I just didn't buy it, but I will say there were a few scenes that I liked, but it wasn't awful. If you're a fan of Texas Chainsaw, definitely check it out. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be up there for you. It could be, you know, there was like a cool scene that happened on a bus. So yeah, let me know if you checked it out. Popular opinion would be using the word spoopy. So I really only see the word spoopy from millennials, which is myself. I personally don't use it. I don't think I've ever used spoopy. It is like an internet word. A lot of people, they like it because it has the typo, but then it's also like, oh my gosh, that was so spoopy. Like you saw something spooky that scared the poop out of you. So it's like, that was so spoopy. I think spoopy's on its way out. Or maybe it's been and I just didn't know, but I don't use it, so it doesn't matter to me. But I get what you're saying. Popular opinion would be that you can't celebrate Halloween if you are a Christian. I'm just gonna, yeah. People are wild, right? I thought this was interesting and I would totally love to kind of go down the road and analyze this sometime. But popular opinion is you have to spend an absurd amount of money on Halloween decor to show that you love the holiday. I don't think that spending money on something shows you how much you love it. It can be overwhelming, especially with the Halloween community online and how social media is. I get what you're saying, but also we have to remember that, you know, people are going to celebrate and love something in their own way. And that's what makes it special, is because you can take parts of Halloween, you can do parts of Halloween that means something special for you. Just because you're not spending thousands of dollars come Halloween shopping season, that's fine. Some people cannot afford that, of course. Some people don't have the extra funds for that. Some people don't want to do that, but you still love it. It still brings you joy. Sometimes people will message me and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous of all your Halloween stuff. And I'm like, okay, first of all, don't be jealous. Like, it's literally just stuff. These are objects. These are just things, you know? Like, they're things. They could be gone tomorrow. But it has taken me quite a long time to build up my Halloween collection. You just have to do what works for you, what works for your lifestyle, your budget, your Halloween taste, your Halloween passion. Kind of feeling like you have to spend all this money to show your love for Halloween, as if you're just thinking about social media. But there's so many things that you can do in your own personal daily life to just kind of give yourself the Halloween spirit. You can listen to spooky music, you can start reading a spooky book, read some ghost stories, you can watch a scary movie, watch a Halloween movie. There's so many things that you can do. It wouldn't cost a lot of money to just like, as much as like buying decor and just hoarding stuff. Like, just because you have a lot of stuff doesn't mean that you necessarily love Halloween more than someone else. It just means you got a lot of stuff. And then you turn like me and you're like, what do I do with all this stuff? Popular opinion that you have to look goth to appreciate the morbid and dark. Okay, so with this, I think it just goes back with social media. Oh, social media, you guys. I definitely think that you can appreciate the dark and the morbid without being goth. Like, anyone can like morbid and dark things. Popular opinion, clowns do not belong in haunted houses or anything Halloween related. Okay, but there's actually like a real legit fear of clowns that people have. So if we're talking about Halloween things, or if we're talking about costumes, and if we're talking about fears and things that are spoopy. Okay, I'm gonna stop, I can't. The things that are spooky, I used to have a fear of clowns, but I got over that when I was younger because I would go to haunted houses all the time and realized it was like when they started doing the clown theme and I'm like, oh man. So I'm just like, it's literally just a person. I just saw a thing about Disney that they like arrested a bunch of bad people. They were in the costumes, they were behind the scenes, they were like at the gift shops, like pretty scary. But anyways, clowns, the more the scarier. Popular opinion would be that Halloween needs to be everything in your life. I sadly can't take it to work, even though I look corporate goth. I don't think it needs to be, I don't know. So I'm like, do you think it needs to be everything in your life, or do you feel the pressure of that? Because going back to social media, like I could see how there's people that embrace it all the time, who take it to work, take it home, do whatever. I know that I did take it to work. Like, I would just put little things around my desk when I had an office job. Honestly, I would just burn a fall candle and listen to Halloween radio stations on Pandora or ghost stories. It's not like I could decorate the whole office and all of that stuff, so I get that. It goes back to like, you can't compare yourself and your passion for Halloween to other people. Like, what's the saying? Comparison is the thief of joy. Is that it? If it's not, put it right here. Sometimes it's not easy for people to take Halloween wherever they want to go. But again, no one's saying that you have to do that. Or maybe they are, and I'm just ignoring them too. Popular opinion would be that you have to go out and party to have a great Halloween. They think that it's just as fun staying in and watching movies. Both are great. Both are fun. That's why I like planning a few little things come October, because it's fun to get out with other people. It's fun to like go do spooky activities outside, but then also doing it inside, like carving some pumpkins, watching some movies. I think it just depends on your personality. If you like getting out of your apartment, sometimes I don't. All the time, I just want to stay inside. So popular opinion would be sexy witch and other sexy costumes. I prefer my witches creepy and warty, but to each of their own. I'm not against a sexy witch because it is cute, it is sexy, and if you want to dress up and feel a little flirtatious, be a little sexy, more power to you. And if you want to put on a little cape, a little hat, a little wig, and some warts, more power to you. So popular opinion would be reselling Halloween. This person said, this isn't exactly what you're asking, but my problem right now is I think the community is being exploited by resellers. Stuff being hard to find takes the fun out of everything. I totally get this. I also think sometimes I think there's like bigger companies other companies that will target on the Halloween community because they can see how popular it is, and they might think that it's so easy to make money, so they're like, let me slap a pumpkin on it and let's just call it a day. And there's also those resellers, like for instance the Ray Dunn resellers. It's insane. Have you guys, it's been a while, but there's like some crazy TikTok videos and just videos online of the Ray Dunn resellers. One time on Facebook Marketplace, there was a Ray Dunn mug that, and I'm not like obsessed with them, but if I can find them, if they come easily into my view, into my existence, I'm like, oh my gosh, yay, a new spooky mug. But I'm just not like searching, like I need all those spooky Ray Dunn mugs. I have this one, I have that one, I need this one. I'm not like that, but there was one person who wanted $65 for a Ray Dunn mug. That's insane. They're literally $6. Like, what is happening? What is happening? But sometimes that just goes back to us. Like, that's, like, we as a community need to do better. Like, let's not give in and buy the $65 Ray Dunn mug. But then sometimes they'll buy that mug and then resell it for even more than that. It's like, it's just a rabbit hole of, you know what I'm gonna say, spoopiness. Like literally that will make me shit my pants, like paying $65 for a Ray Dunn mug. All right. Popular opinion would be pastels when it comes to Halloween. This person said pastels. I'm with Morticia on this one. You know, to each their own, guys. Like, this is why my battery's gonna die. Cool. We all don't have to be the same. We can all be different. We can all do different things. You know, I enjoy like the pastel Halloween colors. Come Halloween, springtime, I wouldn't dedicate my life to it, if that makes sense. I'm just a traditional Halloween palette color kind of ghoul, you know? But I know some people do not like the pastel. Let me wrap this up because my battery is going to be dying quickly. Popular opinion would be, because you like Halloween, you're satanic and you enjoy satanic things. You enjoy satanic things? Cool. If you don't, cool. Like, it's literally your life. I'm not here to judge. It's like a certain type of person who views Halloween as evil. Popular opinion would be modernizing horror. So for instance, by including influencers, phones, millennials, like just in the horror genre with like movies and stuff. And I hate to say it, like we're in those times. I think for me, I think it is because I'm getting older that things kind of seem more out of the realm when they include like TikTok in horror movies, influencers in horror movies. Like, it's just the thing with influencers. I get it because you see them as an influencer, not necessarily an actor, not meaning that they can't act, but I can see how it kind of takes you out of it. Do one more. All right, so I want to hear what you guys think. This is a tough one. So popular opinion would be Spirit Halloween is amazing. This person says Spirit Halloween is overrated. Same merch every year. I have been going to Spirit Halloween ever since I can remember, you guys. For the longest time, I would just go there to just look at the stuff. Like, that would be a fun event. I wanted to do a fun thing, a fun little hangout with my friends. It's like, let's go to Spirit Halloween. So I went ahead and charged my battery for a brief moment. Let's go ahead and finish this. So I believe the last thing I was talking about was that someone had commented Spirit Halloween is overrated and they felt like they had a lot of the same decor. Although this may seem true, I feel like, so they have so much in bulk, right, that they have to send out to these other locations of Spirit Halloween in different states and whatnot, and then also the online inventory. It is normal that we will see repeats with certain products, certain costumes, certain decor pieces. That's just a thing because it's like, well, they're gonna keep putting out what they haven't sold from the previous year. But I gotta say, I kind of disagree with this, just for the fact, just hear me out, hang on one moment. So just for the fact that recently in the past couple of years, they have really stepped it up as far as licensing agreements that they have with other brands, with other movies, such as like Halloween, Trick or Treat, Beetlejuice, Hocus Pocus, like a couple of years that they have to have in this contract, right? To make it worth these people giving up their licensing and logo and movie rights. For it to be a deal, like for it to benefit the people, like say if I own the Trick or Treat movie, like I'm gonna make Spirit Halloween sign a few year contract so then I can cover my bases, you know? So I feel like that's why it maybe seem repetitive. For the most part, like the costumes have been the same at Spirit Halloween since I've started going. With the licensing, yeah, we are seeing new costumes with that, but I will say, like, I feel like especially like they're bringing Haunted Mansion in to Spirit Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play. So I feel like maybe certain locations, depending on who owns those smaller locations, I feel like they might order the same things again. So it might seem like it's repetitive. Just am I making sense? When I've gone to different locations, there are items that I can't find at another location, which is why Joe and I love to go to Spirit Halloween, like all of them that we can find around Massachusetts, because we always do end up finding something a little different at a different location. So it's kind of like a little Halloween hunt session. I mean, although it probably feels like that it is the same with the same movies that are popular, I think that they are trying to add in a little bit more, but maybe that's just me. But again, I mean, there's so many places that you can buy your Halloween stuff from, like Spirit Halloween's not your jam, I get it. There are other places you can go, you can shop online, you can shop from resellers if you wanted to spend $65 on a Ray Dunn mug, but I'm good. Thrifting, there's yard sales, there's all sorts of places you can make your own, create your own. But that's the good thing, is like we get to pick how we want to spend our money. We get to pick how we want to celebrate Halloween in our own personal lives. We get to pick and choose what we want from the spooky season, what we want from the Halloween trends and whatnot. So not everything is going to suit everyone else. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let me know what you think about some of these popular opinions. Do you disagree with them? Do you agree with them? I would love to hear all of your thoughts. If you guys want to support my channel, don't forget you can check out my Buy Me a Coffee link down below. You can also follow me on Instagram and my Facebook. If you would like to show some spooky love to my channel, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. My Halloween heart would really appreciate it. As always, thanks so much for watching. I hope this video finds you having a Halloween happy kind of day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!